Now you can have the absolute best oral sex techniques in the world, but if she's stuck in her head worrying about how she looks or how she tastes or how you feel, then no matter how good your techniques, she's not going to be able to come. The underrated oral sex skill that'll take you from being good at giving head to, oh my God, you're the best I've ever had, is the ability to arouse her mind and allow her to relax into the experience. There's a few simple things that you can do to get her in the mood and calm and relax her mind, so combined with good techniques, you can help her to come more easily. I regularly get told by women, I don't usually come the first time I'm with someone, or I don't usually come from oral sex, but that was amazing. Yes, my tongue and my mouth techniques are good and I know what I'm doing, but really it's my ability to calm them and make them feel relaxed that gives them that amazing experience. So here's what I do. Firstly, throughout this whole experience, you want to show her that you enjoy giving head. Now, this requires you to actually enjoy the process and get off on it, because if you don't, then you can't really fake this, she's going to realize. But by learning to enjoy it yourself and showing her that you enjoy it, she's going to relax so much because you're not doing this for her anymore, you're doing this for yourself. To do this, let her know that she looks, smells and tastes amazing. So many women get up in their head and get really stressed about how their vulva looks, how their vulva smells, how their vulva tastes. So when you're down there, often it's a good idea to let her know how much you're enjoying her. Tell her verbally with your words, oh my gosh, you taste so good. Show her with sounds and with your body, Or even do things like if you've been fingering her and pull your finger out, you can go ahead and lick it and show how much you enjoy it. When I do this, some women get squirmy because they're like, oh, that's a bit yuck, but also it really helps to relax them because they can see visually that I love this. And that helps to take the pressure off and helps them to relax. You also want to take off other pressures that she may be feeling. They feel time pressure and they feel a pressure to come. They might think, oh, he's only going to be down there for a little bit, or that, oh, I need to come to make him feel good. Or they might feel like you're just giving them head so they'll give you a blowjob, or so you can get to intercourse quicker. So you want to take off all these pressures. Let her know that you enjoy giving head. There's no time pressure. There's no pressure for her to come. Just relax, baby, and enjoy it. I just want to make you feel good. Then go ahead and actually spend the time down there. Don't be in a rush yourself. She'll pull you up when she's done and wants to have sex, or when she's had enough and needs a break. You also want to make sure you're not just taking the pressure off with your words, but you're also taking the pressure off with your actions. A lot of guys, when they go down on a girl, tend to consistently build things up, trying to get her to come almost in a linear line. This then becomes obvious to her that you're trying to push her towards orgasm, which can put pressure on her that she feels like she needs to orgasm. A good way to avoid this is that rather than building things up in a linear line, go through waves of pleasure with her. So build her up and then bring it back down, and then build it up maybe a bit higher and bring it back down. If you're building it up and you can sense she's enjoying it, but she's probably not going to orgasm, bring it back down and take your time. There is no rush here. And then eventually when she's so worked up, yes, you can bring her to that orgasm point and you can keep it going beyond that. There's lots of different techniques that you can use to take her through these waves of pleasure, and lots of different areas that you can focus on to make her feel good. I've created a free tutorial with some of the simplest and best oral sex techniques that'll have her arching her back and her eyes rolling back in her head. Go to passionately.com/oral to sign up for the newsletter and get access to that free tutorial over there. To give her the best experience possible and to get her out of her mind, you want to be able to ask for feedback, but you want to do it in the right way. If they're not giving you any feedback, there's a chance they may not like what's happening, but they're too scared to tell you. And if you just ask them, what do you like? That can be a bit hard for them to communicate, which brings them back up into their head. So I really like the advice from porn star Sterling Cooper, where he says you give them 4 words they can use: harder, softer, faster, slower. So at any point, she can give you one of those 4 words and you can adjust so it's constantly feeling good for her. You also want to make it a full body experience. So rather than just honing in and focusing on the vulva, use your hands to touch her entire body, her stomach, her breasts, her legs. Use your hands to hold hands with her. Make eye contact with her if she's into that. And make the entire experience extremely connected. And then towards the end, if you've relaxed her, you've taken taken her through those waves of pleasure and she's getting really close to orgasming, that can be a really good time to insert a finger and to start pleasuring her G-spot. This can really push a lot of women over the edge into orgasm. So go ahead and check out this video on the 10 different G-spot stroking techniques that you can do to give her those mind-blowing orgasms.